Hey guys, welcome to my first 100 hours in Rocket League. All these clips are definitely at least 20 hours in, because when I started back then I didn't think to record, but they're all definitely within 100 hours of me playing. At the time of me making this video, I'm sitting at 306 hours in Rocket League, and I'm currently plat in 3s and gold in 1s and 2s. I'm not an expert by any means, obviously, as you can tell by those ranks, but when it comes to this bronze level you see in the gameplay, I am definitely an expert at that. So I'm hoping that I can give some advice as we're going through these clips. So as a bronze player, I don't think you should be worried too much about your rank. I think you should primarily just be looking to have fun, play with your friends, and just have some good experiences and experiment with different cars and the different mechanics in the game. In terms of cars, I recommend three options. Three options. There's hitboxes that we use. There's I think 5 main hitboxes, and the 3 I recommend you guys try out is Hybrid, Octane, and Dominus. You can look on forums and online of what these hitboxes encompass, but basically the cars you'll see me use in the video, I use the Skyline for the hybrid hitbox, which is what I use mainly throughout my 100 hours. I use the Octane, which is obviously the Octane hitbox, and I use the Dodge Charger, which is a Dominus hitbox. And I have varying success with all 3, and I think that any one of these is a great option for anyone. So my biggest advice to bronze players is firstly to learn power sliding. Power sliding is a great way to speed up your gameplay, offensively and defensively, especially defensively, because without the advanced mechanics of learning like half flips and wave dashes, power sliding, like a 180 power slide, is one of the best ways to get back or to get back into the play, which leads into recovery. Learning how your car just moves and how it lands and stuff, and the basics of that is very important, so you can keep momentum. Momentum is a big one, right? That's a huge mechanic that isn't really talked about. If you understand momentum, because it's a physics game, it's just knowing like, okay, my car's already going forward, I'm getting bumped forward. Instead of landing backwards, I'm going to land forwards and then power slide with a 180. And that's ultimately going to be faster than if I land backwards. So that's one thing, just as an example. And then some basic mechanics, just learning your flips, how they work. I'm not speaking about the half flip. I think that's a bit, it's not hard, but it is at the same time. I would just learn your normal flips, how they affect the ball, how they move your car, see how it works off the wall. I mean, I wouldn't recommend going on the wall, but just knowing how it works, you could get some shots from the wall every once in a while. I've done it a few times in bronze. It's just fun to do, you know. Another mechanic you should know the basics of are 50s. So 50-50 is when your car and another car meets with the ball in the middle, and the ball is going to shoot one way or the other, or sometimes just straight up. And that depends on who's got more mass and who's got more of the car behind the ball, hitboxes, speed, trajectory, a whole bunch of physics stuff. But just understanding that that is a thing, and trying to plan to win that 50 is one way to improve your gameplay a lot. And another great mechanic is ground dribbling. Ground dribbling is the most basic form of dribbling. I'm not talking about the dribbling that's crazy where it goes in your car and you flick it. Just straight up ground dribbling. Ground dribbling is just having the ball behind you and you're just pushing it along. It's exactly what it sounds like, and it works very well at lower levels, even at my level sometimes. Because if no one can contest that ground dribble, that's a score, easily. So I definitely recommend that in those lower levels. The last mechanic I would look at is just power shots. Power shots are a little complicated. I still struggle with them, at least doing them consistently. But at least knowing what they are and how they work is going to put you above a lot of people. So I definitely just recommend looking into that. There's a lot of great tutorials out there. I can link some too. And lastly, but the most important thing I recommend to anyone at the lower levels, especially bronze, is being patient and defensive. And what I mean by that is not being so defensive that you're just sitting in the goal the whole game. What I mean is you're watching how the play develops, you're letting the ball come to you, and you're countering and you're scoring. Because I would say over 50% of the time, players in bronze are going to throw the ball at you without any real plan of what to do next. So that's when you're going to counter and score on them, especially in ones. It happens in twos as well, even threes. Obviously it gets more and more complicated as you go up, but it's exactly like that. If you might even see it in some of my replays in this clip montage that the guy's coming straight to me, I counter, he's on the other side of the field, I have plenty of time to score on them, and it works exactly like that. It's not hard, and just being a little patient is going to win you a lot of games. And that about does it for my advice. So I appreciate anyone who has watched this far. Please finish the video, it's an exciting one, and I will link the videos I recommend in the description. So thanks for watching, and as always, have a good one.
Energy need this immediately. They've got the kick off in their favour. Kane tries to clear.